Hey there, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again. Yeah, I'm always addressing everyone as beautiful being, love, light, all this stuff. And at the same time, we all have shadow. And it's what I want to share a little bit about today. So, hello, my dark, shadowy friends. This is actually an area that I find is of strong interest to me, much more than working with, you know, for example, when I do massage and someone comes to me, oh, I have all this tension in my neck and all this. I enjoy helping in that way, but I know that we put the tension there because of our thoughts, and those thoughts are based on some emotions. And so what really interests me is tapping into those emotions, seeing where they lead us, and oftentimes they lead us down to a story at the root of rooted in fear. And so what I've noticed in working with clients in the coaching world is that, yeah, we all get stuck somewhere, and it's normal. And yeah, the one other piece that I felt to share around that was, when we're in our essence, when we're in our joy, in our exuberance, when we're feeling exalted, our spirit is very alive and vibrant, and people around us can feel that, and they enjoy being around us, and we enjoy feeling that way, right? But what happens is, when the body contracts because of negative emotions, negative thought patterns, fears, traumas from the past, the body contracts, and it kind of energetically squeezes the spirit out of us. And so you wind up going around doing things rooted in this story of fear, in a state of constant contraction. And one of the things is like one of my passions, because I heard this statement once. I believe that it was from Alan Watts, and he said something like, most human beings are walking around in a perpetual state of anxiety, so that they're always worried about something in the end, and the mind is never at rest. And if that's the case, the body is also not at rest, and also suffering to some degree. Can we take a breath around that? So one of the things I love to help people with in their journey is to live in a perpetual state of joy, where the body is not contracted, and the emotions that one is feeling are positive and joyful. But what I've noticed is that we humans are often so programmed that we're afraid to feel that level of joy. And so we'd rather feel the pain body or the negative emotions to some degree, because it's what's familiar for us. And it's maybe what we grew up with and what we've carried with us our whole lives. So what I want to invite is to imagine what it would be like to live in a perpetual state of joy. And you might say, no, I can't always be joyful. And it's true, life has ebbs and flows. However, if the majority of the time you're in this state of joy and exuberance, then, when those ebbs and flows come, they won't be so drastic. But if you're already living in this state of perpetual fear, and then if this is the midline of the graph, and you're living down here, and then something difficult happens, you're just going down and coming back to here. You're never really at, call it homeostasis. You're never really in harmony with the natural world. And that's where I'd like to take you, to that level of harmony. And so if you feel called to deep dive into the shadow and invite so much more light into your life, give me a ring.